The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Morning Market Kickoff with your host, Tommy O'Brien. Now, Tommy O'Brien.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Tommy O'Brien coming to you live from TFNN, 8:30 a.m. Monday morning. 60 minutes to go until the opening bell, and we got markets in negative territory. Oil, the story of the morning. Oil right now, depending on what contract you look at, the May contract expiring. We'll get into it. Oil at under $12 on the contract expiring tomorrow. Starting things off, the S&P is negative by 53 points, trading at 28.16. NASDAQ negative by 80 points, trading at 87.27. The Dow off 485, trading at 23,672. I start things off, and I have the first contract. Now, this is a month out, this contract. Jumping over to the story of the day, we'll start things off, and there is the contract that I'm talking about, $11.94. And check out the slide in that chart, going from $17 to under 11. This contract down 34%, quite a number on that contract for sure. And we're talking about needing delivery tomorrow. That's May expiration tomorrow. All right. When I pull up the Thinkorswim platform, we're looking at the June contract here. You can see the slide it's had since the open last night itself, 26.78 to 22.33. Now, where not to get confused here is that this on this chart is the end of last week when we were on the May futures contract. You open the Thinkorswim platform, makes the transition to the June contract, but the May contract still trades until tomorrow. And this contract is what we're looking at right here, which is now at $11.94. So you may see a couple of price tags out there for the price of crude. Your charts may have just changed over. I mean, you could have thought there was a huge gap up there. Pay attention. There's your indication that the futures chart changed over to the M contract right there. That's what they're talking about. But this contract here still trading under $12 because nobody wants to take delivery of physical oil tomorrow because everything is full. Remarkable. We'll jump back over. We'll jump over to the charts. We'll start things off with the NASDAQ 100. So quite a charge to positive prices for the final about hour and a half of trading on Friday. NASDAQ 100, you were at 86.91, and you've basically pulled back down to that general area that we were at before the run higher on Friday afternoon. S&P is actually below that level, trading at 28.13. You open, a little bit of volatility. We were as high as 28.73 just at about midnight. You're 60 points below that price level. Oil accelerating, that hitting the market as well. Dow 30, we were above 24,000. We're trading 23,645. There's crude, as we talked about. You see the fall off. So here's an indication. So here's where the June contract ended Friday trading at about $26. We're down to 22. Gold contract back above $1,700 at $1,701. And the euro US dollar currently trading at 108.58. In terms of what else we have going on, I'm going to jump right to the headline. So there's what you're going to see again for oil. Oil in New York plunges below $15. It's amazing how things update so quickly. That last update at 4:30 in the morning. I was up at about 5:30 checking things out. Well, oil has had quite the collapse even since then. Now the headline will be below $12. Remarkable, remarkable. What else we have going on? It is earnings season. Jumping over, why not? I had United up here, I believe. We'll cover them since they're getting the top of the nine headline on CNBC. $2.1 billion pre-tax loss amid coronavirus for United. Seeks more federal aid. They're coming out with that news. Let's check out United shares as we react to that. There's United trading a bit lower on that announcement. 27.15. It's been a tough run for all the airlines, obviously. Other stocks making headlines in terms of earnings. I know we have, I believe, DuPont, Halliburton out, IBM, Allied Financial all today. Halliburton out, oil services company. Talk about a tough day for oil and oil services. Quarterly profit of 31 cents a share, 7 cents above. Revenue beat as well. Halliburton warned North American activity will sharply decline during the current quarter due to oversupply and a massive drop in oil demand. Shouldn't be surprising with what we talk about, but nonetheless, Halliburton trading a bit lower on even that news. You'd imagine Halliburton would be down with oil being down, but quite the drop from $25 to start the year to $4.25. You're going to open at about $7 for Halliburton. Disney is suspending pay for more than 100,000 employees, according to a report in the Financial Times. The move would save the entertainment giant up to $500 million per a month. Separately, UBS downgraded Disney to neutral from buy, saying the pandemic is hitting every Disney business, most especially the theme parks. I wouldn't agree with that. It's hitting every Disney business. Disney Plus maybe be a huge factor in their future, and that actually growing. So it's hitting it all right. But yeah, parks, production of movies, movie theaters, all the above. Disney going to open about $3 lower with the market this morning. Closed at 106, going to open about 103.51. Pepsi, the beverage and snack company's purchase of Rockstar Energy Beverages, has won FTC approval, according to the Post. The nearly $3.9 billion deal was announced March 11th and should close in the next few days. Pepsi buying Rockstar. One of the things that was pretty cool about when this first came out, so Pepsi shares trading up a bit. Trading down a bit. The bid offer, well, it's a wide bid offer, but down a bit, 137.55 on Friday. When they purchased Rockstar, they had an exclusive deal with Rockstar. So by purchasing Rockstar, they're not only going to be able to take 100% of Rockstar in terms of putting that out, but they're now going to be able to branch out to other competitors in that arena that they may not have been able to in the prior contract where they were exclusive with Rockstar. So giving themselves a little bit of freedom to actually move away from Rockstar by purchasing the company. Interesting. Walmart sales jumped nearly 20% in March, according to documents reviewed by the Wall Street Journal, as consumers stockpiled household essentials amid the virus outbreak. The retail giant is also now requiring its workers to wear masks. 20%. That's quite a jump when you think about the type of business Walmart's doing. Closed at 132.12. Off a bit right now at 131.90 by 131.51. Target has not fared as well, but it had quite a little acceleration on Friday. From 108 almost to 114 to finish the session. You're going to open at 112.50 or underneath that level, basically. But check out Target from where we were to the highs. You're far off. Even, you're going to open at about 112, the high at 130. Some context for Walmart, you're right up there at all-time highs. Amazon shares, why not? They're going to open a little bit higher this morning. Not bad. Amazon trading higher when the S&Ps are down about 53 points. Amazon, quite the run. You can't overstate it. You're talking about $835 is what that stock went from 1626 to 2461. We're going to open just under 2400. There's your action pre-market. You can see inching up. Amazon can't hold it back for sure. Let's check back in on the price of oil as we pull down. Now this again, the June contract, but you see the decline. You see even in the last 15 minutes, lows made at about 7:45 in the morning. That contract trading down to a low of 21.89, 22.28 right now in the price of crude. Bitcoin, quite a pop Bitcoin actually had last week. I pulled this up earlier. Bitcoin with some recent volatility, but you went from 6,400 up to 7,200 last night. You even closed out Friday trading. We're talking about a price tag of above 7,000. Some context for Bitcoin since we're wrapping up this first segment. Quite the volatile session in terms of collapsing with the market. February 13th above 10,000, down to 4,200, back to about 7. Stay tuned, folks. We'll come back from the break. We'll go into other equities with earnings today. We'll see what equities we have with earnings throughout the week. Big week of earnings as well. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the tax opportunity zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metal sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, and hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. S&P is negative by 52 points, trading at 2817. The Dow off 485. Checking in on the VIX this morning. The VIX closing out last week at a 38, looking to open at about a 42. Elevated premium as the market trades with some negative action to start off Monday trading. Jumping back to stocks, earnings. DuPont, the chemical company, said it expected first quarter profit of 82 cents to 84 cents a share compared to the estimate of 68 the market was looking for. They're suspending full year guidance due to uncertainty about the impact of the coronavirus outbreak and said suspended operations at several manufacturing facilities to serve the auto industry. DuPont, DD, those shares this morning up a bit, 39.70 from 38.36. Novartis won an FDA approval to conduct a trial using a malaria drug, hydroxychloroquine, I believe you pronounce it, to treat COVID-19. This is the drug that's been touted by Trump and many others, anecdotal or not, whatnot. Good to see they're studying it, and we'll see if the real effect, what it is. The Swiss drug maker said trials will begin within a few weeks and that we'll report the results as soon as possible. NVS, those shares, so far this morning, up a bit, but we're up to about 90.15 for some context of where we've been here in the last year. 99 to 69, back up to 90. Quite a rock and roll for that. So Facebook, they're going to try and compete with mobile gaming app in terms of the likes of Twitch, probably the largest of them all out there. I don't know if, I guess YouTube, yeah, people are mobile gaming, right, on YouTube, displaying live streams of gaming. And Microsoft's Mixer, actually, I was going through, figuring out what I'm going to talk about for the program. When I read this tidbit, I said, I'm not even familiar with the name Microsoft Mixer. They have some catch up to do, but Facebook, they're planning to introduce a mobile gaming app today as they try and compete. Some of those stocks, let's jump around to some of those fangs. Facebook shares, we're going to open a bit lower so far this morning on the 15-minute, down a bit, 177.41. We covered Amazon. They're up a bit. Surprise, surprise. Google shares, owner of YouTube, down a bit, almost $20. Microsoft shares, down a bit. We covered as well. And Google shares, yeah. And Apple, that's the one I was looking for. Apple shares down a bit, 278.89 from about 282.80. Wynn Resorts, so talking about when reopening the country, that becoming a topic of conversation as hopefully, now we're in Florida, folks, I'm sure maybe you saw the pictures of Jacksonville Beach on Friday. We haven't even reached a peak. Hopefully things are able to calm down. But as things do calm down, hopefully things are able to get back open when appropriate. When you had the CEO of Win, Matt Maddox, he wrote a op-ed, an opinion column published in the Nevada Independent News website. They're going to be pushing for a mid to late May reopening of the Las Vegas Strip with extensive safety measures in place. To check out those stocks, I mean, talk about getting hit hard, whether it was in China, WYNN, or over in the U.S. You're down a bit, quite the pop from Thursday to Friday, 70 all the way up to almost 80. But where we've been, the collapse from 153 down to 35. We're going to open at 75. That low coinciding pretty much with the market, March 18th, March 19th, those lows of 35. Las Vegas Sands, why not? Check it out. We're going to open $2 lower almost at about 45 by 45.80. Close Friday at 47 from 75 to 33. It is 420, a traditional time holiday for cannabis. We'll jump over to some of those cannabis stocks this morning. Canopy Growth. I mean, these stocks talk about getting battered, right? Some volatility. You really back things up to a 3-year weekly. Check out that run. Basically beginning September of 2017, we were trading at $7. You back it all the way up. I mean, we're talking about almost 3 years ago, right? In May, we were at about $5 to $6. The low there actually coinciding with June 5th. So that's what? 5-6 weeks away. It'll be 3 years from that price. We're going from 5 to 59. That recent low, $9 on the dot, I believe. Yes, it is. We're back up to about 15. Canopy, the biggest of the cannabis companies out there in Canada. We'll go over some of this in the program with Tom, too. I wanted to pull up kind of the revenues, staggering revenues. We'll see if what their forecasts look like in terms of how this is going to shape what's going on in the future with all of them. Kronos, they get some action as well. Again, we're on a 3-year weekly, quite the run up, quite the run back. Don't be afraid to spot parabolic runs, right? I mean, there was a rush here. We're looking at weeklies. Look how many weeks in a row people were racing to get in this stock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th week, the worst. The 7th week made it all the way from basically 20 to 25, finished the week in the red. You still had 4 more weeks after that you were between 20 and 25. 4 more weeks after that, and you were still at like $18. And guess what, folks? I mean, this stock came down to a low of $4, I think. Yes, $4, currently trading at $6 on that. ACB, this one I would stay away from for all of them. Yeah, you're going to have some severe volatility when you're only trading at 69 cents. But check out, I mean, this run really, you back it up. I discount this, whatever that is. We were trading at about $1.75 3 years ago. The run begins in November of 17. You make it up to $12.52. You're trading at 69 cents. They're going to be doing a 12-for-1 reverse split. I believe that's taking place sometime early in May when the record date coincides, but a 12-for-1 reverse split to avoid being delisted under $1. They're in some trouble. Constellation Brands, putting them on a weekly. I mean, right back up to not almost where we were, I guess, but 205. We're at 162. We're up almost 60% from 104. We're going to open a bit lower. But Constellation, they are a huge investor in Canopy. Constellation in the news as well because they are the owner of Corona Beer. I'm a fan of some Corona Light with a lime. Why not? Fits the Florida fun in the sun well. But they took a lot of heat in the beginning because people were worrying, just name recognition alone. From 206, let alone the economic slowdown, all the way down, cut in half to 104. You're back up to 162 on that equity. Jumping over to other companies with news. So Norwegian Cruise Line, talk about getting hit hard. The airlines, cruise industry, maybe nothing hit harder in terms of cruises. Going to be hit for a long time with this. Norwegian has hired Goldman Sachs to explore various financing alternatives. They are in need of cash, folks. They're going to be in trouble for a decent period of time to come. Financial alternatives, including a possible stake sale, according to the Journal. Norwegian's attempting to navigate the financial difficulties caused by the virus-induced industry-wide shutdown. NCLH is their symbol. I mean, my goodness, right? I mean, if this is not a reason to make sure you're always at some point diversified, right? You could have said, listen, I love to cruise. I'm a retiree. I imagine some retirees had to have money in this, unfortunately, because they were a great company. Cruising industry was a great industry. It's packed. People enjoy it. And you could have thought that it would be moderately stable. And you go from $60 down to $7. You're going to open under $12 today. Tough one. CCL, Carnival, of course. from above 50 down to $8, $12.56. You're going to open under $12 today, putting that on a 15-minute. You see the slide. I mean, even, the volatility still in these is pretty remarkable. Jumping around to some of the airlines. So we have airline earnings going on this week. We get Delta on Wednesday. We're going to get JetBlue on Tuesday, and we'll see. So let's start Delta. Whoops, I hit something. Delta shares trading a bit lower, 23.21, down $1. We also, like I said, get JetBlue on Tuesday. JetBlue, quite a tough chart as well. Check out that drop off, 21 to 661. Going to open at about 860. I'm a fan of JetBlue. They do great routes going from Tampa to Boston, but tough run for these airlines for sure. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be coming back to wrap up the program. We got the S&Ps, negative 53 points. Oil, the story of the day, down 290 right now at 22.13, but that May contract under $12. Be right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. One final check. We'll check in on the price of oil. These prices declining, going for that low that we had. We actually dipped. Now we're looking at the June contract here, 21 What is where our low? 21.98 on that bar, 21.89 the low. So we're in about 21 pennies. You get back to the May contract. We're trading at 11.54. Remarkable price. You're down. That's 37% almost that you're down in the price of crude from where we closed at last Friday. No one wants to take delivery tomorrow, no matter what you will give it to them. You almost can give it to them for free right now. $10 for a barrel of oil, $11 for a barrel of oil, and they say no thank you. Other action we have going on out here. What do we have for headlines? There we go. I wanted to talk about the Senate. So this will come into play, nearing $370 billion, a deal for coronavirus small business loan program. This is going to be in addition to get the Paycheck Protection Program back in action. So that since that ran out of money, so that as of last night, you'll see that maybe play out today. Hopefully they get that done. And yeah, back to the oil headlines. U.S. on pace for the worst day ever as storage runs out. So that's what you're going to see happening there. Happening at TFNN. Check it out on the front page. Tom's going to be talking about it at 10 o'clock, launching it then. But I'll give you a heads up ahead of that. Check it out. Tom, my dad, doing a webinar, all-day webinar, a week from Thursday. So 10 days from right now, he'll be in there. 6 hours of education from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m., 9 till noon, a lunch break, 1 till 4. He's going to be talking about timing the trade, quality volume, ABC structures, Fibonacci confluence zones, how to use them when entering and exit trades, cause and effect, swing points. He's going to be going over all of this in 6 hours. When you sign up, you get a mailed copy of his best-selling book, The Art of the Time of Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System. You get a month of market insights. If you're already a subscriber, that'll be applied. And of course, this will be archived, 6 hours. Check it out on the front page. Tom will be talking about it this morning as well. One final check as we jump around. Crude oil, 22.13. The S&Ps slightly off the lows, 28.16. Dow 30, 23,662. And gold catching a little bit of a bid back above 1,700, 1702. Stay tuned, folks. Larry Pesavento live at 9. I'll be back at 10 o'clock. Live programming all Monday at TFNN. See what happens with that oil contract. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back.